You're just gonna have to know this. I've just got a tattoo, so, and this, because I don't generally do my hair when I go out to get a body modification. Don't know why, just can't be bothered to do it now, so we're just gonna look like this for this video. Great. Hey there, it's Lýkos and welcome back to this channel. I didn't really have anything to film for today because I'm spending all of tomorrow getting my hair cut and bleached, and I spent most of today getting a tattoo. So I don't really have time to film anything genuinely interesting. So I have decided that I'm going to do the 50 questions you've never been asked before tag. Because why not? When you're out of video ideas, why not just do a YouTube tag? Yeah, I'm boring. And I'm not gonna answer all of them because there's 50 questions. And I don't have time for that. This is a really bad glare in my glasses, but I don't want to take them off. Because I can't see, and I've got to read off my phone, so you're just gonna have to deal with the glare in my glasses. Sorry. So I'm just gonna answer random questions, or the more interesting ones from this, because I don't have time to do all 50. So yeah, how old do you think you'll be when you get married? I don't think I'm ever gonna get married, to be honest. I mean, if I was with somebody and they asked me to marry them, I'm not gonna say no, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to ask a partner to marry me because I'm not that interested in it. It's not something I, really desperately want to do. Can you do a split? No. I am not that flexible. I can do that thing where you cross your legs on top of each other so that your feet are sitting like that, and I can lift my arm, I can lift myself, and I can make myself a human swing. But aside from that, I'm not flexible, so no, I cannot do the splits. I'd probably dislocate my hip, my knee, and my ankle at the same time trying. How many oceans have you swam in? I've been in a few oceans, but I've never really swam in any because I can't swim. Is anyone in your family in the army? I don't know about army, but my dad, my mum, my cousin, and my mum's dad were all in the Air Force. My dad's not anymore, but he's a civilian in the Air Force now. He works with the Air Force as a civilian, but he was in the Air Force for over 20 years. So yeah. What did you dress up as on Halloween when you were 8? By the time we moved to New Zealand, we stopped really doing Halloween because Halloween in New Zealand was complete bullshit compared to the UK one. So we weren't really that interested by the time we moved to New Zealand because it's like you never see anyone trick-or-treating in New Zealand ever. Maybe like 3 groups of like 5-year-olds will knock on your door on Halloween day, but that's generally it. And I live on one of the main roads for my town, and we only got like 3 kids knocking on our door this year. We didn't have anything to give them, but that was it. We closed our gate though, so I'm imagining there might have been more, but they didn't want to open the gate. But the last thing I remember dressing up as Halloween prior to getting back into dressing up for Halloween more recently was I used to wear a black cat onesie like every year when I was like living in the UK, or a witch costume. And then my sister and I would fight over who wore which one, and I generally always ended up with the cat one. But yeah, a few times I went as a witch. Would you rather have an American accent or a British accent? I'd much rather have a British accent because that would require me to not change my accent. I'd much rather keep my accent rather than sound American. No offense to everyone else on this channel, but I much prefer having my semi-British accent over sounding American. I like my accent. Now, didn't when I first moved to New Zealand. I hated it because I sounded very Scottish. What's the first amusement park you've ever been to? There was one in London. I'm pretty sure it's the only amusement park I've ever been to. There was one in London before we moved to New Zealand, and all I remember from it is a goofy Disney roller coaster that I loved. I don't know if it was a pop-up thing or if it's there permanently. I just remember going on it before we moved to New Zealand. Yeah. Would you rather live in a rural area or the suburbs? I live in a rural area right now. It's a nightmare because I can't drive. I'm about half an hour from anything decent. I don't like it. I think if I could drive, I wouldn't mind it as much, but maybe just the area I'm in that's rural, it's an absolute nightmare. New Zealand's a very, very small country. We have less people in the entirety of New Zealand than there is in London. I think there's almost double the amount of people in London alone than there is in New Zealand. So when I talk about rural, I mean like really small town. But I live in the town of a rural area, and I'd much rather live in a city. Suburbs or not, I just think it's much easier for me as someone who can't drive, somebody with a lot more extreme appearance. It's a lot easier for me to just exist in a city. People don't make as many comments, people don't stare at me as much. It's just better for me personally. How many times have you been to the hospital? Oh god, I spent most of 2017 admitted to a hospital thanks to health conditions. Yeah, so I generally couldn't tell you how many times I've been to a hospital. I lost count because I have multiple appointments regularly. And yeah, that's all the questions I've got time for because I have to go and clean my tattoo. Probably could have done that before I filmed, but I wanted to make sure I filmed before the sun went down. So here we are filming with my tattoo still bandaged. Yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next week. Comment ideas on what to film because I generally have no idea, and this was a very last minute video and I am so unorganized that I didn't even know that I was filming this video or what I was going to film. I was just not going to upload this week, but I decided I'm going to just make sure I have something to upload. Yeah, please leave me suggestions on what to film because I don't know what to film. Yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. I'm going to log off now. Log off? What? End the video. That's what I meant to say. I'm gonna end the video now. And yeah, so stay you, stay awesome, never be afraid to be yourself, and don't forget to smile.